everybody. Good afternoon. It's 1:05 p.m. on Monday, May 8th. And I'm super excited to be here. It's Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York. Also, I am a certified trichologist here to talk to you about your hair growth journey and all of the things. So right now, I am doing a little bit of housekeeping. I am live on Edmond Trichology on Instagram. I'm also live on Maisha Edmond page on Facebook, as well as YouTube. And so today I want to talk to you about your hair loss or hair growth products. So if you are somebody that has products, you are a product junkie, they told you had hair loss, and the first thing you did was scroll up and down Instagram, Facebook. You went to the store, you begin to put some things together and start mixing your own stuff. This is a conversation for you. Hope that you chime in and let's get to the bottom of it. And maybe you might find out that you need a little more help and that you should be in my office either in person or virtually, because listen, we all need a little help sometimes. So once again, I'm Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist here in New York. Also, I am a certified trichologist. And so my topic today is help. My hair growth products are not working. They are not working. And so I see a lot of people that are creating amazing hair growth oils and all those different things. And they may get a little bit of little traction there, right? They get a little, well, let me not use traction. We're talking about hair loss, but like you're gaining, you're getting growth, and you're getting the reactions that you may feel like, oh yeah, this is what I want the product to do. So like you're buying stuff, or you're at home and you're like, hey, I know how to grow hair. I'm just going to mix these oils together and I'm going to grow my hair back, right? And, it's amazing. It's magic. I put it on there, I rubbed it on, and now my hair is growing back. But then maybe you hit a plateau, or it's not as thick as you would have liked it, and all those other things. And so now you're sitting home with, I don't know, over $100, over $1,000, over $10,000, I've heard, of hair growth products, solutions, tools at home. And you're like, why is it not working? So if your question number one is, why is your hair growth oil not working? Well, it depends on the issue, right? So I believe that there is nothing that is a, one size fit all, right? If you are not, if you are somebody that is experiencing hair loss, I really want you to go back in your mind and try to figure out where did it start? What was the reason that this hair loss thing really kicked off for you? Was it a stressful event? Was it dehydration? Did you feel it? Was it breaking, or was it actually shedding? Now you're like, okay, Maisha, well, how do I know? So did you have like a lot of little pieces of hair sticking up, like flyaways, or did you see it coming out with the little white thing, the bulb on the end of the hair? So those are good questions to ask. Have you changed your diet recently? Have you had surgery? Surgery where you may have had to have anesthesia. Is there a new medication? Did you stop a medication? Have you added medication to the already existing medications, right? So, like I said, oil is not like a one size fit all. This is what it is. First of all, if you're somebody that needs hydration, oil is not going to be your friend when oil is moisture and not hydration. Well, what do you mean? Cool. Glad you asked. So, oil is a sealant. So it locks in what you have and it keeps out what you don't. That being said, what happens is we won't drink enough water. Our hair is dry and brittle. And we think that by shellacking that hair, that we're going to be okay because now it's shiny, but it's heavy, possibly clogging the follicles and not getting the result that you need. So you need hydration. So sometimes, especially those of us that are not, let me see, beauty chemist. We will put a bunch of oils together. We will go to the a grocery store and get extra virgin olive oil, or we'll go online and we'll order all these essential oils. And we don't really know sustainability. We don't know how it will be preserved. We don't know any of those things. We just mix a bunch of oils together, or we go to the beauty supply store and we'll say, well, I know this works and I know this works, so I'm going to mix them all together. And once I mix them together, I'm going to put them on my head, or I'm going to get some Monistat 7, and I'm going to get all these things, and I'm going to make my own growth oil. And you make it and it seems to work. Sometimes it legitimately does work, right? But then other times, you could be in the midst of a growth, the hair growth phase of the cycle of your hair growth cycle. Also, it could be that you're finally paying attention to your hair, because those things that we pay attention to are the things that grows, right? And so, because of that, what happens is we're just convinced that, oh my God, now my hair is growing, it must be the oil. Right. But if you are kind of like, now I've been using this oil and oh my gosh, it's not working. What do I do? It's plateaued. Then it could be that you need more of a multi-therapeutic solution. Now, what does that look like? You can't just use the oil and think that's it. Have you changed your diet? How's your sleep? How are you eating? Are you drinking water? Are you extremely stressed? Those things are really, really important. The next thing, when you talk about, okay, oh my gosh, like my hair growth products are not working, is basically, why can't you use products off the shelf for any kind of hair loss? Right? I kind of touched on that, in the what I was saying before. But why you can't use products just off the shelf is because you don't know the underlying issue for your hair loss. So, like I said, if it's because it's internal, an external product is not going to fix the internal problem. And so you could spend so much money and you could reach out to companies and purchase all kinds of things, and it smells so good and it looks so good. And oh my gosh, look at these before and afters, but you never know what that specific person is doing, what they have changed. Maybe there was weight loss, maybe there was weight gain. We don't know the things that they are experiencing or that they have changed, what adjustments they've made in their lifestyle that helps them to grow their hair back. And then the products that they got off the shelf or from somebody specifically was to enhance or support the changes that they've made, right? So that's really big. And also, when you think about it, when you talk about how your hair growth products may not be working, you may need a trichologist, right? You may need a trichologist. Now, what does that mean? You may need somebody to look at the toxins in your body. You may need someone that looks at, hey, how are you? You may need someone to look at what products you're using or how you are manipulating the hair and the scalp. So when you're like, oh my gosh, I spent all this money on these hair growth products and they're not working, you have to look at how a trichologist may be able to help you, because it could be something simple that you're just kind of like, okay, I didn't think of that, right? I didn't think about the fact that I changed my diet. I didn't think about the fact that I've added a medication or I've taken one out of rotation, right? So those things are really, really important to look at. So you could spend a whole lot of money on products, and or you can say, well, you know what? We used this when I was growing up, and we put some stuff together, and so I'm going to make my own oil. Oil does not necessarily grow the hair back. There are different things, really good ingredients that you can add, right? There's neem oil and jojoba oil, and there's amla, and there's all those things. But if you have something medical or you have something internal, it's not necessarily a fact that your hair growth oil, your specially made hair growth oil, is going to help you, right? So I always talk about multi-therapeutic hair growth solutions, which means that I might buy the right products, but I might also have to eat well. I might buy the right products and eat well, but I also have to decrease my stress. So there are so many different things that we have to look at when it comes to our hair loss or hair growth, that you can't just pinpoint it or pigeonhole it into a bottle. It's more than just a bottle. And so I want to encourage you today, not to be discouraged, but to reach out to me or your closest trichologist, someone that that you feel like resonates with you and your issue as far as hair growth and hair loss, and really get the answer. But I don't want you to feel like nothing works because that one thing didn't work. So if you're like, oh my God, my hair growth products are not working, the oil is not working, the shampoo is not working, my scalp is still dry, think about this. If you're already not drinking enough water and you're using a ton of oil, and remember, just because you use a lot of it doesn't mean that it's going to work faster. So that means what? You're not drinking enough water, but you use the oil, you seal out moisture, right? So you seal out that hydration. So now I'm sealing out the hydration. Oh my gosh, I've been using this for 5 days and now my hair is super dry. Hey, Kim, what do I do? The thing is, if you're using a bunch of oil, and I don't care if you have anointed hands and growing hands and all of that other stuff, if you're using oil and your hair is already dry, you are sealing out the hydration. And I bless you. You can't bless me if I'm blessing you, and I already blessed you. Okay. So basically, you want to make sure that when you're looking at products, your growth products are not working anymore, possible plateau, using the wrong thing for the right issue, right? So you know what the issue is, but you're using the wrong thing. You're making up things, you're creating things, and it doesn't necessarily work. So that's why you may need a trichologist. Go ahead and reach out to me if you are on my Edmond Trichology page. Get a 15-minute consultation or get a full consultation in person or virtually, so that we can get to the bottom of your issue. But more importantly, stop buying all these people's products and tools and gadgets, and you don't know exactly what's going on, because they will tell you that you have alopecia. They won't tell you what kind. They won't tell you what kind. They won't let you know what you need to do. They won't give you a proper analysis, so you don't ever know what you need to do to get to the bottom of it. You just keep buying products, and now you feel like you have to wear a wig or you have to wear a weave. Sometimes we do things and we wait so long, right? Time is follicles. We wait so long to address the issue that we can't get back to where we once were. But that doesn't mean that because one product didn't work or one system didn't work, that none of it will work. So I want you to be encouraged that although your hair products aren't working right now, it could just be that you're using the wrong thing. Have a great day today. Make sure that you reach out for a consultation, and happy hair growing. Bye.